Shut the door. Let her fuck her. Fuck her. Shut the door.
Well, I'm just hoping I made my painting really cheap, $300. I just hope that I sell it. Wouldn't that be nice?
No.
Why not?
Because the painting's too good for $300.
I know, it should be like
I hate that.
$600.
That's why you're a loser, because you undersell yourself.
You know, with the list, they should have had the prices there.
Paul,
how much is your bird picture?
It's not for sale. See, that's how you do things like that. You don't even sell them because you know they're not going to sell. Why humiliate yourself and give yourself a price that makes you look like a clown? You shouldn't even put the price. No one's going to buy them there. You're just glad to be part of the scene.
Well, somebody might buy it. You never know. I doubt it, though.
And I've offered to help him, but he became difficult. I said I might be able to find you a client that'll buy 100 of these, but you have to give me a price. They're going to want a bulk discount like I do. I don't know people who want to buy 20 Chuck Connelly paintings, but I do know people who might be interested in cleaning out his studio and giving him a huge chunk of change. Way more money than he's ever received at one moment in his whole life, but he would have to understand that the paintings individually would be kind of dirt cheap, but it would be worth it because they would take the paintings that they got at dirt cheap. Chuck would be rich, his studio would be empty, and these people would have a reason to promote because they have an investment. But he didn't seem interested in that. Maybe he's afraid that they would have too much control over him. I don't know. But today I sold 50 paintings. 2 weeks ago I sold 136 paintings to one client. I like to sell art in quantity. It makes life a lot easier.
I'll show these fucking scum what time it is. I'm gonna give them 100 pennies and buy them back at top dollar, 39 cents a piece. And then I'm gonna turn around and get them up to 42 cents. And then I'm gonna talk about profit. You talk profit.
I think he's great. I personally love his personality. And I'm not sure if that was his obstacle, but I suspect that he takes the concept of uncompromising perhaps a little too far. I don't know.
I hate art that is so fabricated. And it pretends to come from a soul. And people buy this crap. I thought people would buy art that was done from someone's special place. But if they ever think they got it, they turn it into a factory, and people just want from the factory. They never get to see the person again. I'm gonna blow.
He was a little violent in his personality, so that the assistants didn't want to really deal with him. I had to deal myself with him. They were even afraid of him coming to the gallery.
Give me a wallet that I can pay, because he's paying with the card, so I'm gonna pay with cash.
Wait, who's getting cash?
What do you mean you're gonna pay? We're not using any cash in this deal. No, you're not. He's getting a deduction and we're not. Fuck him. He's gonna give us cash.
You're being an asshole. No, you should just go to bed.
Oh, let's make it. It's a show.
Everything more complicated for everybody.
Yeah, you work it out, Miss Buddy Banks. There goes my marriage. But you paid it all in cash? I'll kill you if you did.
It's here. It's here. Now you come down.
$42 is there? I'm never coming to New York again.
Can I speak to you for a minute?
Let's get away from all these people. We have nothing to do with them.
Every fucking thing that I do.
No, you respect.
Break them cigarettes.
You respect everyone else more than me.
I can't think of a place that I'd less rather be talking about Chuck Connelly, because basically I've had my fill of him.
I'm afraid I blew it. Yeah.
My wife and I have recently gotten a second home, and we were preparing the art hangings for it. It occurred to me we would need a painting at the top of a long flight of stairs. And I'd asked Chuck if he had any relatively large painting, maybe 72 inches by 50 inches, and went over to his house to check them out. And I didn't see anything I was particularly enamored with. And I said, at any rate, it's premature to make a final decision because there's no furniture or carpets in the home yet, and we're really not ready to, make that decision.
4 months go by, and then I say, he calls up, and I'm like, I bring up a little bit in the conversation.
Well, have you made a decision about the painting?
Well, buddy, we're gonna go with that other painting I got, back in the early part of the year. That'll do just fine for us. Sorry, buddy. Okay, but I would like that painting for $200. $200? You want to commission me to do a $200 painting?
I'm sure he was disappointed, but at least he'd be able to make a couple of $100 selling me a flower painting, which I needed for one of the bedrooms. At which point Chuck started huffing, I'm not giving paintings away anymore. I have some self-respect to hold on to.
I don't sell $200 paintings. In fact, I'd rather give him one than sell it.
After the tens of thousands of dollars of paintings which I had bought from Chuck Connelly, make that hundreds of thousands of dollars of paintings, after feeling a sense of responsibility and compassion for him for years and years, that I should be subject to this type of infantile response was to me absolutely mind-boggling.
I think we're stuck like destiny. He's got all my good work. What do I got from him? The money's gone. Money's gone. Paintings are still there. Long gone's the money.
For a person who had pleaded that he was going into his life savings just so he can eat, well, I would suggest that you take a small 8x10 canvas and spread some paint on it, then put it in the oven at 450 degrees, let it cook for about 20-25 minutes, and have that for dinner.
Just another patron bites the dust.
When that phone call came through, it's just one of those horrible moments. I mean, Buddy, he was a special bird. It's like a person, really. You know, it's like a friend of yours died.
He was the only one who gave me a smile every day. No matter what happened, he'll give me a smile.
Chuck and Laurence were both crying. And Chuck, who, he's a guy, guys aren't supposed to show their emotions as much or whatever. And he was crying like a baby.
Fluffy way through the sky. See, buddy, fly, fly, buddy, fly, boy.
He just keeled over.
You had sex here. That's what killed him. Too much sex.
I can fly around, you're not in no cage anymore. Man, we're all in cages. You're not now. You're free, man. Grandpa's gone, Dad's gone, Mom's gone. The whole gang gone, flying. We're in cages. I miss you still.
I'm not happy. Fucking mediocre losers. Laurence! Laurence!
The day you married me, you should have taken me to a nice restaurant. The men would have loved to go on a honeymoon. We would have had like something. And then maybe if you understand that, then maybe you can have a relationship with somebody. Because it's always gonna happen like that. A woman's gonna sacrifice themselves for you and then just leave you stranded in a lurch. Because then that's what you deserve. You make people fall out of love with you. Bye, Chuck.
I could know you pretty well. You could know me too. Can't you tell? My friends, they say it's a perfect way. Forget the talk, forget the talking now. That is why we both should try to circle the square and be close to justice too. If you only knew what I dream of.
Chuck's trying to like smear on that color and that pigment in a way that will cure all ills. It's like a salve. It's like some kind of balm. You know, it's not about being precise, right? A lot of art is about being really precise. But instead of being precise, Chuck is flooding his, you know, picture with paint and with color. When he looks at paint, like on the palette, coming out of the tube and going on the canvas, he knows what's sexy about it, you know, what's liquid about it, what's so juicy about it, you know? All those things, paint is like all those things. It's like salve, and it's like lotion, and it's like mud, and it's like shit, and it's like everything that, you know, is tactile and you touch. And with Chuck, I think that's like some kind of existential basis for his picture making, that the paint is gonna solve everything.
Dear Chuck, I wish you could concentrate and not panic. I think the solution could be really easy. You heard a lot of people's opinions. Here's what I would like to propose to you. Total amount, $50,000, plus money to cover the taxes. Paintings, 10 to 14. Cats should be able to have vacations at Chuck's when needed. How do you write that into a lawyer thing? I would like 10% for perpetuity. Where's she getting these words, perpetuity? Who's she talking with? Perpetuity? Chuck, please be reasonable, as I am. This is, I think, the best solution for both of us. It will cost no money. Oh, really? I hope you are not hoping for me to come back to you. It would be a terrible mistake for both of us. Very strange. Let's go get some beer. I can't comprehend. I don't want to. This isn't something I'm going to figure out today. It's not talk to somebody. It's too tired. But somebody's telling her I can give her that money as a gift or something. The final agreement that should be a divorce agreement. This is the final shit. We wrote it up. It's legal. It's the end of the road. Here's your money and get the fuck out of my fucking life!
Here it is. Hello, Andy. August 6, 1928 to February 22nd, 1987. You'd think there'd be a soup can or something in there. I wonder if they buried him with a wig on, or they did it al fresco. I wonder when they're gonna have video screens too. You can push a button, you know, like, "Hi, I'm Andy. How am I doing?" Well, Andy, you're doing pretty good. Your prices are up as sky high. This was the best career move Andy ever made.
What's that?
To die. You know, if he'd have kept going, they'd have probably dragged him into the ground and said he's a has-been, wash up. But now he's a hero. The party's over, buddy. Unless you and my dad are up there partying. It's been a long time since I've been here. And I don't even know if I've seen my mother's stone. I was born January 7th, 1955. In the early morning, at 12:30, apparently, from my father kicking my mom in the stomach. So I figure that's a bad way to get started out. I haven't been happy about it since. We hit them. There they are, man. Wow. Yeah. My mom was how old when I was born? 35. My dad was 40. I don't think childhoods are necessarily happy. There's always stuff, a lot of yelling and screaming. That was their game, and they liked to yell. The loudest yeller was the one who won, you know. I'm screaming louder than you are. No, I'm screaming louder than you.
I remember my first clown was a big success in kindergarten, and I knew right then and there I have a way of getting attention. And then I said, wow, I can do something better than these other kids can do. I didn't know that I was actually doing a self-portrait at the time.
I didn't even go to see my mom for 2 years while she was dying. I didn't see her for 2 years, then she was dead. I think in the end, my mom didn't want to take my calls. I was complaining so much. And while she had cancer, I'm calling up telling her that, oh, the art gallery's been mean to me. She always liked me to do a little housework. You can miss them, but would you want them back? I don't know. It might fuck up everything. It's silly because they're not even there, you know. But that's really all it is anyway, right? Just sort of a symbol of them. Oof. I feel sorry that I don't have anyone to pass on whatever, anything to. I could remember something or do something. Fuck. See, no big deal. Gallery, patron, wife, all gone down the drain. And that means income, zero.
What are we gonna do now?
Nothing. I'm gonna roll over and die, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for a miracle. which won't probably happen, and then I'll end up putting the paintings out in the street or something and kiss this life goodbye. Thinking. Maybe I should bring back Fred. That'd be funny. God, these brushes are clean. I'm getting cleaner than that. Tyler School of Art. Went to Tyler 1973 to 77. And at first the Tyler wasn't that easy either. I didn't feel I fit in. And I even had like a weird rash on my feet. I could, I was nervous or something. And you didn't know if you were any good. Everyone was the best in their high school class and stuff. And so I quit the first year. I wasn't home about a week, and I said, I'm going back. But once I came back, and I took a hit of acid road on that turnpike under a tunnel, I got this Fred Skoboda vision.
Chuck created this character called Fred Skoboda while he was still in school in Philadelphia and then afterwards. And the way he, you knew that a painting was done by Fred Skoboda because he didn't sign his paintings then, was that he put a black dot, a large black dot, circle really, not a dot, in his paintings. I think then he was feeling very terrified inside, and I think Fred Skoboda, he had this pack of cigarettes in his shirt sleeve, and he was, a tough guy, he was like a powerful guy, so, and Chuck didn't feel very powerful then, so I think that was his way of kind of creating an alter ego that was powerful.
Chuck Connelly called me and asked me if I would be willing to play his alter ego, Fred Skoboda. He's explained that he had no money and that his finances were dwindling and that he needed to get things moving again, and that this was his idea of breaking back in. Hi, Fred Skoboda. Hello, Fred Skoboda. Hi, Fred Skoboda. I have a 1 o'clock appointment. Thank you for seeing me. This is the first incarnation.
That's formal? You mean working the formal? It's Harry Connick Jr. I don't know, it just doesn't look at all like any Fred I know. Can I get a glass of water, please? There, we got the waiter. That's not gonna work at all.
This time I can't sell you on the vest?
No, not unless you're serving wine at the opening.
You're the official applicant, are you?
The official applicant.
You're dressed just right. It's some pretty fierce stuff here, and it's all more than competent. It's really tough. It's top professional work.
Do you mind if I take my coat off? Thanks.
Why don't you put your initials inside, FS? Kick it through it. You're getting too loose, Lautrec.
Keeps it dry.
I don't mind if you go off on your little tangents. Well, my mother was a nudist, and or whatever the hell comes.
When I lost my virginity in high school, the girl fell asleep in the middle of it. My uncle had 3 strokes before he died, and his hair had fallen out.
I don't know why these stories have to be so long, and they're so family-oriented.
I knew a girl in school who died in a camping accident.
If you want to entertain with a flippant answer, if you want to be sincere, that's up to you.
This actually was from a photograph of my grandfather. Nothing scared me worse than the Goddamn tooth fairy. That's not his face, but that's his hair.
So there's got to be a right balance. If they're responding, yeah, be nice, but don't cook them brownies or something.
Yeah, you've got an interesting style.
Thanks. Yeah, that one actually, people either like it or they hate it.
They say you're only as good as your last painting. It's sort of the motto out there. So you always got that pressure. Oh, you know, you could have 1,000,000 great paintings behind you.